Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Schindler's List. Now, before I get into my review for Schindler's List, I just want to say happy birthday to my good friend Jerome Latimer. This review is for you, buddy. You've been telling me to see this movie ever since we met, so I finally saw it, and I'm reviewing it for you because it's your birthday, so let's get right into it. So, Schindler's List stars Liam Neeson, Ben Kingsley, and Ralph Fiennes. And what this film is basically about, it's about Oskar Schindler during the time of one of the most disgusting and one of the most cruel times in the world's history, known as the Holocaust. And Oskar Schindler, he's a businessman. He's been working, a lot of Jews to work in all these factories and stuff. And when he finds out what the Nazis are basically doing to all these Jews and stuff, he decides to make his workplace a refuge for, the Jews and everything. So, what did I think of Schindler's List? This has got to be the most heartbreaking movie I've ever seen. Like, I was an emotional wreck. Like, after seeing this, seriously, as soon as the end credits started rolling, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing because this was real. This actually happened. And, reading about it and learning about it in school is one thing, but seeing it, witnessing it on screen is a completely different thing. And just seeing what happened was absolutely heartbreaking. But also at the same time, this is one of the best movies and one of the most important movies I think ever to be made, to be honest. So let's get to my positives. And my positives are, first being the acting. The acting is phenomenal. This is one of the best acted films I think I've ever seen, to be honest, because everyone brings their 100% in this movie. Seriously. Liam Neeson was incredible as Oskar Schindler. I thought he did an absolutely incredible job. This is probably his best performance ever, to be honest, because he just gives his all in this film. And, he just is phenomenal. He does such an absolutely incredible job. I love Liam Neeson in this movie. Ben Kingsley, he was really good too. I really liked Ben Kingsley in this film. He did a very, very good job in my opinion. I really enjoyed Ben Kingsley. But the one that gives the best performance in this entire movie is Ralph Fiennes. He plays the most evil, most disgusting human being you will see in your life. Seriously, he plays such a low-life jerk in this film. And he does an absolutely phenomenal job. I loathe him, his character. I want him to get his head bashed in. Seriously, I loathe him, his character. He was a terrible human being. And Ralph Fiennes did everything in his power to give that performance and make me hate that character. And Ralph Fiennes did an absolutely phenomenal job. How in the world did this guy lose Best Supporting Actor? How? He gave the performance of a lifetime. Seriously, this might be the best supporting actor role I have ever seen. He was phenomenal. Seriously, I did not see Ralph Fiennes. He was lost in his character. He did an absolutely phenomenal job in this film, and without a doubt get the best performance in this entire film. And the rest of the acting is really good as well. I thought everybody did a really good job in the movie as well. Everybody, in the film was really good. Just the way, if this movie's job was to make me feel disgusted as a human being, then it did its job well done then. Because, like I said, watching this movie and seeing how everything played out, because, like I said, this is real. This really happened to all these poor Jews that did nothing. And witnessing it on screen was just horrifying. Seriously, I've not even a horror film. This pales in comparison to any horror film I've ever seen. This might be the most horrifying thing I've ever seen on film. Because witnessing this was just so horrifying. Seriously, you're seeing kids get, shot to death. Seriously, it's heartbreaking. I was, like I said in the beginning, an emotional wreck. I was bawling my eyes out at some point because I was just so disgusted of how this actually happened. And Steven Spielberg does not hold back. He presents it how it was. And man, my goodness, I'm just getting emotional just talking about it because, man, it's so heartbreaking to watch on screen. My goodness, seriously, it really is. And it just disgusts me that, like, this actually happened in real life. Like, this was an actual thing that happened. And watching it play on screen was absolutely heartbreaking and so just cruel and horrifying. Like, seriously, I think Steven Spielberg did an absolutely great job presenting that. The music, the score is absolutely beautiful with this movie. I love the score with this film. It really did fit with all the scenes it was presented in. I just love the score with this film. It's absolutely beautiful in my opinion. The writing is absolutely tremendous with the film. I love the writing with Schindler's List. Just some absolutely phenomenal writing with this film. The directing, like I said, Steven Spielberg, man, he does a phenomenal job directing this film. Just the way it's shot so beautifully in my opinion. The cinematography is gorgeous with this film. I think he does an absolutely phenomenal job directing this film. I think this is his best movie because just the way he directs this film and the way he presents this movie is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. This is why I think Steven Spielberg is the greatest director of all time, because movies like this and the way he directs his films is just absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. And plus, the pacing with this movie's 3 hours and 15 minutes. It flew by. There was never a time I was bored with this movie. I was just so invested into this film, and really, this is one of the most fast-pacing 3-hour films I've ever seen. Really, this movie is 3 hours and 15 minutes and it didn't even feel like that at all. So yeah. Guys, Schindler's List is the most heartbreaking and most traumatizing and most emotional film I think you will ever see in your entire life. And it's also one of the best and most important films I think ever made. So it's time for my official grade on Schindler's List, and my official grade on Schindler's List is an A+. This movie is without a doubt a masterpiece. If anybody tells you otherwise, why? Just why? This movie is one of the greatest movies of all time. It's so phenomenally acted, it's so incredibly directed, and it's just such a phenomenal film, and I loved it. It's an absolutely incredible film. I don't know if I could rewatch. I don't know. It would be a long time for me to ever rewatch this again because, man, that was just tough to watch. But, like I said, it's a phenomenal movie and it definitely deserves an A+. So, once again, just really quick, want to say happy birthday once again to my good friend Jerome Lammer. Like I said, this review was for you, buddy. So, yeah. So, what did you guys think of Schindler's List? Leave in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all later. Peace.